Andrew of the Maple Leaf Customs YouTube channel has invited the community to join him in celebrating the 6th anniversary of his channel with his 6th Porsche Invitational. And I'm proud to say that this is my 6th time participating. Andrew truly is a treasured member of this little car community we have, and he makes it a lot better by being part of it, and so it's a pleasure to do this build once again. For this time around, I decided to use a Matchbox Porsche 914 casting. I've always loved the 914. I don't know why. It had a number of issues. There's questions about how Porsche it really is. But I've always wanted one ever since I was a kid. When I was young and they were out, I wanted one. And, then I wanted a 924 and a 944 and a 928. And, well, needless to say, I never got any of those, but I always wanted one. For some reason, the 914 was always special to me. And I've seen different photos online. I've seen them with a Gulf livery, several variations of it. And it really appealed to me. I just love that livery on this particular car. And people have done it in a variety of ways. And I had some Gulf decals from second chance red wines that were laying around. So, hey, that's the direction I took. This Matchbox casting is a wonderful little casting. The wheels are not good. They're typical Matchbox wheels. But the casting itself was in good shape. I like how they did the target top on it, how the glass, when you saw me take it apart, you saw the pieces to it. Probably the part I like the least is that gray rubbery plastic. It's not really plastic, not hard plastic. And it's not rubber, it's that soft plastic that you don't want to paint most of the time because paint really doesn't stick to it all that well. And it's the worst part of the casting. And for that being the worst part of the casting, this is a pretty darn good casting. So I took this and, I file it as usual, get it ready for paint, take it into the isopropyl alcohol to clean it off, get any residue after using the buffing wheel on it, all that kind of thing. Get any residue off, get any oils from my hands that were on it, anything like that off of the body. I use these blue paper towels, which are relatively lint-free. Use those to wipe it off to prepare it for paint. Now for paint on this, I did use the Color Shot paints once again, using the Color Shot primer, then the Color Shot color coat. And then I threw decals on it. And there you see the Second Chance Red Wines decals that I happen to have laying around. I don't know what they're for. The one thing I'm sure of is they're not for the 914. 914 or 914. Huh. I guess I've always said it two different ways. But looking at these will work. They're very similar to one of the cars that I saw photos of online where they had done a Gulf variation of it, of the full-size car. And so, I do my usual micro set, soak the decals in water. Love putting the sponge in the water. I don't know that I've ever mentioned that before. But rather than just throwing the decals in water and letting them soak, I find it helpful to have the sponge there so they don't go sinking to the bottom. They get just as wet with the sponge, But it keeps them from drifting away and having more problems than you need. The decals went on very easily. Again, these are Second Chance Red Wine decals, and I love Second Chance Red Wine decals. They always seem to go on easily. They always seem to be very well made. So they're always a pleasure to use. Again, I don't know what they were for originally, but hey, does that matter? What really sucked on this casting? I mentioned this rubbery silver section, the steering wheel. Lord knows what they were thinking when they pretty much stuck a tire on the dash. It was a terrible steering wheel. But I had this old resin printed steering wheel that Rogue Syndicate made years ago for a bone shaker. And I've had it sitting around. I never used it on a bone shaker. Don't know why. Maybe I was just waiting for this time to come. But as you saw, I masked off the ends of that center section. I did shoot it with black paint. Yes, I know I said paint doesn't really stick to this well. But that center section is pretty well protected. You're not going to bump it against anything. So that paint's going to hold up fine. It's not like a bumper that's going to get tapped here and there. Then I put the steering wheel in. Rogue Syndicate stuff was just so well done. And the detail was exceptional. They did it really well. As far as I know, they aren't in business any longer. If I'm wrong, please somebody tell me. The stuff was not cheap, admittedly. You know, the wheels and stuff, they did exceptional wheels. They weren't cheap, but they were great. Speaking of wheels, yes, I have Porsche appropriate wheels to throw on here. Those, I can't remember where I got them. Got them online somewhere. You know, I've had them for a while. If I remember correctly, I ordered these around the last time of Andrew's 5th Porsche Invitational, the 5th anniversary, because I was tired of not having Porsche wheels around. So I ordered those in anticipation of needing them, knowing I would need them for the 6th anniversary build, inevitably. But I ordered like 3 sets of these wheels. These were the darker wheels. There's also a brighter silver wheel. They turned out great. They were the perfect size. The only problem was the axles were too long. There's nothing that drives me more crazy than when I see a custom that has like an extra, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch, sometimes more, of an axle sticking out because the axle was too long and they don't shorten it. I don't know why. That's like a pet peeve of mine. That's something that just drives me bananas for some reason when I see it. And I guess it's because it's scale. You know, how at full size, that axle's sticking out, 3 inches too far? on a life-size car? 6 inches too far? It's crazy. Anyhow, enough of my babbling. It's time to throw this thing together. Again, much like my last build, I did not gauzy the glass on this. The glass was very good. And I didn't just want to dunk it in gauzy and lose the matte finish of the target top. That's the reason I didn't gauzy it. If you wish I had gauzied it, bummer. I'm not sure where this Porsche is going to go. That's one of the things about Andrew's Invitational is all that he asks is that in addition to participating, is that you pay it forward and you give this build to someone else. I haven't decided yet. I have a couple places in mind and I haven't narrowed it down yet. And I'm never in a big hurry to send these out because I want the paint to truly cure completely and everything on these. So there you have it. I did put, I painted detail for the tail lights, turn signals on the front or turn indicators on the front. I did touch on that silver rubbery plasticky section. See the white for the lights down below. I did that. But here you have it. A Golf Porsche 914. Golf Porsche 914. Golf Porsche. Anyhow, everybody, thanks for watching this video. Thank you, Andrew, for being part of this community. I truly appreciate you being part of this and all that you bring to this community. And I cherish our friendship. Everyone, check out Andrew's channel. Check out all of the builds in this invitational. and get ready for the 7th year. I have to start thinking about what I'm going to build for that. Everyone stay safe and healthy out there. Catch you in the next one.